beating Norway. I've got to tell you, Sir Ranulph Fiennes is particularly keen to beat the Norwegians because in history they've been the ones that have conquered the North and the South Pole, and he wants to be the first one to cross the Antarctic in winter, so he'll beat the Norwegians. I think they did a bit of a reconnaissance thing a short while ago, so it's never been done before, and hopefully he'll beat the Norwegians to it. But he could not have done it without, you can hear the harbors going mad. There's a tugboat just behind me that's beeping. It's probably what you'd call a ship's vuvuzela. But there's a lot of activity here now as the SA Agulhas prepares its journey to go to the Antarctic. And this would not have been possible if it hadn't been for the efforts of the Department of Transport and getting involved in this particular journey. And to tell us a little bit more about that, I'm now joined by the Deputy Minister of Transport, Ms. Sindisiwe Chikunga. Thank you very much for joining us on the program. Welcome to you.
Thank you, Peter, and thank you to your viewers.
All right, so why did the Department of Transport get involved in this particular expedition?
We are indeed going to benefit out of it. In terms of scientific findings, we will be the first to know what they are getting every day. And of course, we will also connect our students, and for us that is important. But of course, I think our excitement goes to the very existence of the SA Agulhas, which is a dedicated training vessel, which is the first of its kind in South Africa, but in Africa as a whole, probably one of the few dedicated training vessels in the world. And that is exciting us as a country, that it is our vessel that is being used by the team to actually undergo this very critical and important, frightening journey.
So I know that you acquired the vehicle from the Department of Environmental Affairs. Has it lived up to your expectations, what you'd hoped that it would do?
In fact, I think it has surpassed our expectation. For the mere fact that it was 35 years old when we got it from the Department of Environmental Affairs, but it has done so much within a very short space of time. It comes from London right now. We're able to go to London and say we have seafarers in South Africa poach from us, get them from ourselves. What that means is that we're opening up yet another untapped industry of maritime sector in South Africa to say this is an opportunity for our young people to get employment from. And for that, we think it has surpassed our expectation.
And I would imagine it's a great source of pride for us to have the flag carrying this expedition to Antarctic, the state flag of South Africa.
As a matter of fact, once you get into a vessel that has your flag, whether it is in Antarctica or in London, then you are in South Africa. Right. So indeed, they will be in South Africa wherever they will be, because the vessel has our flag, and that is exciting.
All right. So, what are your hopes for expeditions like this? I mean, what do you see in the future?
I think, as these are scientists, they will keep us informed as to what they get there. But I think also it will stimulate our own young people to join this field of science. We don't have many, but I think it will encourage them to join this field of industry, science per se. But of course, adventures such as this, I'm not sure whether I had that opportunity, but they have that opportunity and they can explore it.
Talking about adventures, I mean, these are the kinds of things that captures the hearts and minds of young people. And I know we spoke to you a little bit earlier on, Commander Mkhweli. You've got some young people with you here, school children that have come from various parts of the country. Why was it important to bring them here?
Peter, thanks so much. I think what's particularly interesting about this group, they don't come from maritime school. There was an entrepreneur in Mpumalanga who learned about this expedition, and he sponsored out of his own pocket and brought them to Cape Town to be part of the experience, so that as they make career choices, that this can be one of them. And from them I'm learning that since they've been here, since they've interacted with the cadets, they think it's something that they could entertain.
So, and I would imagine that you're very excited that there's young women here, Minister.
Definitely we are. And in fact, among the cadets that are on board right now, there are women from South Africa, but also from African states. And that is quite exciting. This would be known as a men-only dominated profession, but there are women young as this one, and that is quite exciting. In fact, we want to encourage them to choose this profession, to be seafarers, and to explore the world, to see the world. It's not just South Africa. There's part of the world that we've never been to as South Africans, and I think it opens up those opportunities for us.
All right, Deputy Minister, I'm going to speak to these young people now, just get a quick message from them. What are your thoughts? What are you feeling seeing this ship here and being here for the first time?
It's a great experience. It's very wonderful to be part of this. It's amazing. We are creating history ourselves. So we're very proud. We're very happy about this.
And you?
I'm very proud to be here because I didn't know actually, so it's a great experience.
Yeah, it's the first time for me being in Cape Town. It was marvelous. Yeah.
All right, okay, unfortunately we've run out of time, but there you can see, I mean, these are the kinds of experiences that young people, it's a day, it's an image, it's a moment in experience, and perhaps you're looking at future captains here. Right, so we're going to be saying goodbye to the cadets that are on the ship at the moment in a short while, but join us for that literally in a few minutes' time. It's going to be quite exciting. The beginning of quite an adventure, and the SA Agulhas is going to be taking them there. All right, we'll see you in a short while.